Did Jesus have long hair, like he does in most of his modern portraits? The Emperor Vespasian minted a coin in AD 79 to celebrate his victories against the Jews. He depicts himself with a fashionable clean shave and short hair, while the reverse shows a defeated, kneeling Jew with long hair and a beard. Similarly, in a frieze on the Arch of Titus in Rome, it depicts the victory parade after the conquest of Jerusalem in AD 70, and this shows short-haired Romans wearing victory laurels and driving a young, beardless Jewish captive with hair falling over his shoulders. But these images might be part of the Roman habit of making their enemies look effeminate. Romans who deliberately grew their hair long were often indicating they were open for male partnerships. Hair fashion was a huge problem at Corinth. This was a Roman city, and when some Christian men were wearing their hair long, this was sending all the wrong signals to the Roman population. They regarded long hair as a signal of a promiscuous homosexual lifestyle. Paul has to remind them to cut their hair for the sake of the gospel. He doesn't need to spell out why, he just has to point out that this is obvious and natural. Does not the very nature of things teach you that if a man has long hair, it is a disgrace to him? Any aging hippie would retort, "What's natural about a pair of scissors?" But Paul isn't arguing in the realm of logic. This was a clash of cultures. It was clearly an important issue for Paul and the early church. If long-haired men were seen taking a public role in the church by leading prayers, Roman visitors might reasonably conclude that casual homosexual sex was normal among Christians. This assumption was based on a prejudice, of course. Even in Roman society, it's possible there were men who wore long hair for other reasons. But this prejudice was an unnecessary hindrance to the church, and Paul says they should avoid it. The Old Testament isn't against long hair. Absalom, whom people regarded as handsome, used to cut his hair once a year, and we're told his annual hair growth weighed 5 pounds, so it must have been lush. Therefore, rules about hairstyle change with time, and they reflect cultures. The Bible doesn't have timeless commands forbidding the carefully clipped beards of hipsters or the long flowing hair of hippies. But in the New Testament, Paul tells believers to respect the rules of decency in fashion at the time. Men with long hair sent all the wrong signals. It was like wearing fishnet stockings or pinning a condom package to your lapel today. These rules are still relevant in the sense that the purpose for that rule does still exist. We still have to ask ourselves, is there any part of our lifestyle that hinders the gospel? If there is, then we should restrict our freedom so that others will be more able to hear the gospel without being put off by us. Paul says, when he is asked why he restricts his personal freedom, "I am not seeking my own good, but the good of many, so that they may be saved." These early Christians were willing to restrict their freedom in all kinds of ways, and they set us a very high standard. We should consider this next time we wonder about donning a mask for the sake of others. God bless.